Everybody, Robert the Coroner Drapp here with the first Coroner's Office of 2017. And in doing so, I felt I would go back into 2016 and look over a game that I just recently acquired and that I really have been enjoying so far. And that's Doom for the Xbox One. Made by Bethesda Studios and id Software, dragging up a really old and classic title. And when I say old and classic, I mean that the venerable, one of the, I want to say grandfathers of the first-person shooter genre. It earned its stripes by being about 0.0% story and hey, look, there's a bunch of demons. Shoot them. Now, I never played the original Doom, but I heard a lot about it. Because, hey, who hasn't, right? If you ever play any first-person shooter game and listen to other people who have, you're going to eventually hear about this game. Now, everybody in the world has been saying about Doom, oh, it's amazing, you gotta play it. And whilst I agree in a majority of the sense that it is a good game, I have quite a lot of fun with it. The departure from what a lot of people are expecting, such as your cover-based shooters like Gears of War or even your Call of Duties, this is going to be a departure away from that, to where you don't want to sit in one spot for too long. And if you do, you better make sure that whatever else is around you is the only thing around you. This had better be the last enemy that you're hoping to punch through, and sometimes quite literally, on your way to the objective that you're headed towards. Now, I'll admit, I was not honestly expecting a lot of story to come out of this, that I was just going through the game, trying to enjoy the core gameplay itself in the more difficult setting of Hurt Me Plenty. Because I looked at it as easy, I guess medium easy, and then other varying difficulties, and two of them that have to be unlocked after. I don't know if I'll ever go to the ones that you unlock after. I may end up trading this game in as soon as I'm done with it to get another game. But currently, I'm having a lot of fun, and I could see myself playing it again. The only nitpicks I really have are very minor, like the glory kills. The game constantly reminds you that you want to be doing glory kills. And I really wouldn't have a problem with it if it were different. If he had 3 different rotating glory kills for the same position. Because more often than not, you're going to be looking your opponent dead in the eye. Or dead in the face hole, because they're demons. So you've got them pointed right on, and you're going at them. Likely as not, you're going to hit them, and you're going to keep going through them and do the glory kill from the front. If he had a couple different ones for that position, I wouldn't be angry. But no, you're probably going to be either punching demons' faces in, bringing their skulls down on your patella, or you're going to be ripping parts of them off to stab into other parts. The graphics are glorious, and I almost want to say glorious, because they look beautiful. Everything about them has been lovingly rendered, from the old pixel art to now I look like a demon of hell, a thing that has crawled from the very earth and looks real. Like, this could be a thing. Aside from the way that they do glory kills, one of the few other things that annoy me is the story. The story can get fucked. And I'm trying to follow it. But between the fact that you have to stop playing to get the story, to get parts of the story read to you, read off of a text-based screen, the game almost seems to say, "Yeah, we got a story, and it's right over there if you really want it, but nah, go kill things." And I'm more than happy to oblige, but I wanted something out of this game. And what I wanted was, I'm sitting down to shoot demons. Why am I shooting demons other than the fact that I know that demons can be dicks? Game would not tell me. Unless I decided to go sit down and read the textbooks that they hand to you. Here, read that if you want to know why. And on a side note, who the hell decided Mars was where hell is? Mars is a portal to hell? No. And let's also go over the fact that apparently just channeling the souls of the damned can be used as an energy source for the energy crisis. What sense does that make? But, like I said, the story can get fucked. Don't need it. Don't care. Weapons. Just going through your standard array of wonderful boomsticks would be enough, I think, for most. But in this case, they've gone to a good place, I feel. There's your standard issue pistol, which never runs out of ammunition, And another thing, there's only one gun that I've noticed has to be reloaded. And that's the double-barrel sawed-off shotgun. It's like, no, yeah, that makes sense. We're not using some futuristic tech rifle. Let's use the old school shotgun. Works. Works really well. Only downside in the weapons that I can see is the fact that they share ammunition. And what I mean by that is, let's say I have my heavy rifle out, which is the only other assault rifle that exists, because you get the pulse rifle, which is an energy assault rifle, energy based, and then you get the 50 caliber heavy assault rifle, heavy machine gun. Not a bad choice between the two, but then you are given a minigun that uses the same ammunition as your heavy rifle. I don't know everything that there is to know about guns. I don't. I don't even pretend I do. But in the sense that having the smaller 7.62 round available, the standard issue assault rifle round, and then having the chain gun run on the 50 cal, or even vice versa, where because it puts out so much damage it doesn't need a bigger round, but the heavy assault rifle fires slower but hits harder. That would work for me. I would be okay with this. Because then I could conserve the chain gun for when shit goes south hard, and like, okay, now I need to use this. Now I need to hit this fucker. Now I need to bust out a gun that's going to mow them down in a second. Oh wait, I already used my heavy assault rifle rounds earlier, clearing out the waves of slavering demons that just nipped at my heels. What have I got left? Starting pistol, shotgun. And I like the shotguns. I like the future shotgun because you get 2 mods for it. You can either launch a grenade, standard issue, or you can have it rapid fire, 3 rounds. That's good. I'm okay with that. Works perfectly fine. Don't care. But it doesn't hit hard enough in the late game for me to keep using it. Except in the situations where I've run out of ammunition with the other guns and it automatically brings up that shotgun. I don't have time in the middle of a firefight to go, oh crap, which gun do I want to go to? No, I'm just going to keep using that rifle until I'm going to keep using that gun until I clear out everything, or until I get away far enough that I can, okay, time to pass through the inventory wheel here and find the gun that I need to use. Which brings up another point that pissed me off. The BFG. This is the iconic gun of Doom. This is a weapon that will clear rooms, will stop hearts, will be amazing every time you use it. And I was so happy when I got my hands on it. Because after fighting through 80, I want to say a good 3/4 of the game, I'm handed this great treasure from the Vault of Xerxes, and I'm like, thank you. I've got a gun that I know will just wipe out everything. Wait. As much as I have to use it for this first part because you got to show me how the mechanics work, I get that. I'm okay with it. I'm going to stow it. I'm not going to put it away, but I'm going to have it as a secondary right now. So I wiped out the test dummies that they set up, which was great. It was like, walk up to this room, Walking Dead. Room full of zombie demon things. Okay. Boosh. Everybody's gone. Yes! Yes, this works really well. I love it. It's beautiful. Oh wait. Then I die. Oh well, I know what's coming. I'll just keep fighting. I know what's coming up. I'll keep working with it. Wait a second. Where's my BFG? They took it away from me. One death. Gone. Maybe I'll get it back because I'm still playing it, and I will continue playing it until I finish it. And I'm putting out this because I wanted to put out content. It's been a couple days into 2017, and I haven't put out a video yet. And I said I was going to do more, and I'm making good on that promise. But irritate the piss out of me not having it, especially with the section that I'm currently in. I would love to have the BFG. Just be like, no. Problem solved. But no, can't do it. The next game I want to talk about, and I'm only going to talk about it briefly because everybody already knows, Overwatch. I absolutely love the class diversity and the gameplay the way it is, although, again, highly repetitive. You've only got a handful of maps and game modes, and you're encouraged to go nuts. And we just got done with the Winter Wonderland theme event, basically Christmas. Although, one thing I was really happy with was the nod to Hanukkah. I'm not Jewish myself, but I like the fact that they included it. I like the fact that they went there and did that. It was a wonderful little touch. Again, showing diversity from Blizzard. And these guys know what they're doing. They've got, I mean, hell, they own World of Warcraft. If they don't know how to make a multiplayer game, I don't know who does. The things I don't like. Currently, they had this event, and they introduced, a special game mode. Fine. No problem. Don't care. All good. Let's do this. But there's certain characters that I didn't get in that, certain things that I wanted that I'm not going to be able to get to now because the event is over. For one, there was a game-changing skin for May. When she goes into her cryo freeze, when she goes into this little ice block to heal herself. If you have the Christmas skin equipped, she doesn't just become a block of ice. She becomes a motherfucking snowman with a Santa hat on. That's awesome. Reaper looked like the ghost of Christmas Future. I didn't hate. They made McCree, the robotic cowboy, look like Scrooge. Top hat, cigar, or pipe. All black and char. It kind of worked. Didn't work great, but it worked. Some of the other things they did with the map and the game mode, they added a new map which was strictly for May, because in her backstory she's I believe a Mandarin Chinese, I want to say cryogenist, and she was left in Antarctica and was frozen, and therefore that's kind of the origin of her powers, of her, where she gets everything. So, and it works really well. Some of the other characters that they have, I could run them down, but each character is colorful. Each character has a detailed backstory. If you don't mind going through Blizzard and trying to find all the little odds and ends to understand that character's backstory. And I approach it very much like a fighting game's backstory. Yeah, it's there, but that's not why you're here. Again, story not being super important in this aspect. You're here to crush Twitch streaming Korean chicks with a fat ass who drinks gasoline, uses a big ass hook, and a shotgun that propels literal junk. It's a lot of fun. What can I say that they've done wrong? Hadn't really been a lot. There's been times where, like the Christmas event, like the Olympic event, there was a lot of really interesting skins, a lot of really interesting things that they did with it that you will never be able to unlock again. But they show it. It's right there. You can look at it. You can see what your character would look like in the skins that they had designed for the Olympics, but no. Which leads me to the question that Blizzard has to ask themselves on a regular basis. Where is the future of this game going? Now, they've already introduced one expanded character, a Mexican, I want to say she's Mexican, Hispanic, young woman who's a hacker named Sombra. And now there's, word from the internet. Terry Crews really wants to be Doomfist, another character to be introduced to the Overwatch roster. There goes my Saba. I don't like it when I knock things over, but it is what it is. Try and keep it looking good. Try and keep the box in good condition. But anyway, he's expressed a large amount of enthusiasm towards working with Blizzard in the fact that he wants to be Doomfist. He wants to voice a character in Overwatch, and everyone, oh, it's got to be Doomfist because we saw the screenshot, and we saw this, and we've seen this part here. And I'm like, that doesn't say anything until Blizzard themselves step forward and say, this is what we're having Mr. Crews do. I won't believe it. Although I do really like Terry Crews, and I would love to see him voice a character with his unique humor and energy brought to it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Overall, I think I'd have to rate Doom a 4 out of 5. Good solid gameplay, story can go to hell. The visuals are amazing. The glory kills can get a bit repetitive and tedious, but in the end, you'll have fun. With Overwatch, I have to say, being that it's this far out from release, from when it was released, it's swiftly approaching a year. I'd have to say it's a solid 4.5 out of 5 because I will reliably boot up Overwatch to play Overwatch. I don't care what kind of loot boxes I get, which are one of the game's few failing points where certain things that look really nice are unattainable because even though they've added in a system where previously the only way to get a loot box was to either buy it or earn it through leveling, which was just the RPG grind, they turned it to where, every time you win 3 matches, doesn't matter how big an impact you had or not, every 3 matches that you win, you get a box. I like that. That's good. Encourage people to keep playing even if they're not leveling. Encourage people to try to want to win and want to try to win. But again, it still creates the gap between people who got the skins that look amazing, that can aesthetically alter the game, versus people who don't have it. People who wanted it, couldn't get it, didn't get lucky. Heck, I'm one of those myself. I was going to buy 50 boxes and open them all in the hopes of getting May, the May winter holiday, the Reaper winter holiday. The only one that I got that I actually had eyes on, wanted, was McCree, the cowboy. There were various other sprays that don't do anything but, I want to tag up this wall like I'm a graffiti artist with a push of a button. It just goes right there. or a victory pose for the end winner. But, you know, still, irritating, not nearly enough. But, alrighty everybody, thank you for watching. I would hope that you would subscribe, hit the like button for me, maybe leave a comment what you guys want to see me do next. As you can see, I got the movie collection here with me. So, I've got plenty to talk about for the time being. So, thanks.